first time ever.
Warning acts of terror.
We are ready to engage with a two-state solution.
Some of his most senior cabinet members.
The drivers of a new economic age.
Japan may look peaceful, but since 2023, it's been undergoing the largest military transformation since World War II. Not loud, but very real and very deliberate. Defense budget to double from 1% to 2% of GDP by 2027 is expected. From 5.4 trillion in 2022 to 6.8 trillion Japanese yen in 2024. So that's 51 billion. Why? A new national security strategy, China's growing aggression, Taiwan's trade tensions, North Korea's nuclear ambitions, and Russia's unpredictable posture post-Ukraine. So what triggered China? In 2022, 9 Chinese warships and 5 Russian ships encircled Japan during joint drills. December 2022, North Korea launched over 90 ballistic missiles. Some flew over Hokkaido. Then Taiwan, 90% of Japan's oil supply flows through nearby sea lanes. China's defense spending in 2024, 230 billion. Japan feels the imbalance for sure. Japan no longer assumes it will stay out of the next war in Asia. So how the budget is surging and what are the priorities? By 2027, Japan will spend over 315 billion cumulatively on defense. 7 billion earmarked for hypersonic weapon development. Over 5.5 billion for long-range cruise missiles, and the spending on cyber defense, satellites and Aegis missiles systems increased 3x. So then when we see in the year 2024 acquisitions, 400 plus Tomahawk missiles, 17 F-35A and F-35B fighters, 2 new Aegis destroyers, and then they're expanding submarine fleet to 22 units by 2030. So now what are the Japan's offensive capabilities? Reversal of only defensive postures via counter-strike doctrine. First time since World War II, Japan now claims it can strike enemy bases preemptively, building hypersonic light vehicles by 2026. Cyber command fully integrated in Japan, self-defense forces, JSDF. So over 247,000 active personnel in JSDF. This is going to be the 5th most powerful navy in Asia, ranked number 9 globally by Global Firepower 2024 Index. Legal and strategic shifts when we see the Article 9 of Constitution also, that's forever renounce war. However, reinterpretation allows collective self-defense since 2015 under Shinzo Abe. So public is still divided. Only 38% of Japanese support full militarization, but over 60% agree with strengthening deterrence. Then what's the Japan's legal strategy? No constitutional amendment till now, but legislation passed in 2023 allows cyber retaliation, overseas military infrastructure cooperation, joint command structure with United States forces, Japan alliances, and Indo-Pacific impact. So then US-Japan security treaty remains core. Australia-Japan reciprocal assess agreement in 2022 remains core. Japan-India 2+2 dialogue, joint naval drills in Bay of Bengal. Philippines-Japan Coast Guard agreement in 2024, new surveillance bases in it, and then Yonaguni Islands, that's 120 kilometers from Taiwan, Ishikaga and Miyakojima for radar and missile defense. Then Amami Oshima reinforced with anti-ship missiles. So Japan is now the central pillar of Quad alliances, US, India, Australia and Japan. So what are the strategic signals and the reactions? China's response, a threat to regional stability. Russia resumed submarine patrols near Kuril Islands dispute zone. South Korea watching very closely, though also increasing their own military posture. US quietly supports Japan's pivot, 50,000 US troops stationed in Japan. So when we see the Japan Space Defense Command, which was launched in 2023, 3 satellites launched to monitor Chinese and North Korean activities. So the world sees cherry blossoms, but beneath them, missiles are blooming. In an age where Asia could become the new center of kinetic conflict, Japan is not just preparing, it's recalibrating, not with fanfare, but with precision. Watch Japan not because it wants war, but because it wants to make sure it never has to fight one again. That's all from my side in this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Do subscribe for deeper strategic insights, because geopolitics is no longer optional, it's personal. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.